Yes, people, we are back. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to show you how I like to create atmosphere in my vocals on a breakdown, where I take from the original vocal and just create this really nice sort of backing layer and then back into the main part of the vocal again. So we're going to jump into Logic and see how we get on. Hope you enjoy. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the original vocal that we've got here. And we're going to chop it up. So now we've chopped it up. Just giving it a bit more space. We're going to start adding some stuff to this now. So first thing I'm going to add is a reverb. So we're going to turn this on just to really pull it out a bit. Remember, we're trying to make these vocals sit in the back, float around. So this is the Quantec Room Simulator, new one in Logic. I quite like it. There's a couple decent presets in here, so have a little play around with that. Then I have got this Arturia filter, M12 filter. This is going to create a bit of modulation on the vocal. So if we turn it on, I've gone through some of these presets here and I've had a fiddle around with this preset in particular. I have upped the cutoff a little bit, pushed the filter out a little bit, change these rates so when it affects the envelopes it just changes from the original preset. And then I just played with the modulation on the cutoff and the envelope rate, so the outcome we get and because we got the reverb sat under it, it will cut into the reverb quite nicely. Then we've got another reverb because I want to smoothen out them cuts where it's chopping into the other reverb. So we're going to turn this one on. So it just smoothens it out a bit and fills in them gaps. I then added another filter. This is Filter Freak, Sound Toys. Again, I've gone through some of the presets. This groove sweep's quite nice. I've dropped the resonance though. The resonance was really high with this preset originally. So with this one, was before, was after. Now, we've got a bit of an issue with the attack on the transients. It's quite harsh because of that original filter that we put on, creating that modulation. So we're just going to use a transient designer and reduce the attack a little bit. So it just softens it up a bit. It's quite nice. And then finally, we're going to add a tremolo. I've changed the rate at one by one to 1 beat, 100% depth, so it goes completely left then completely right, and we're going to smoothen it out so it just smoothly fades across from one side to the other. Take a listen to that. It's nice. A little bit of an EQ just to take out some harshness that I had around the 6.5K and the 800 hertz. If we turn that on, there's just a couple little bits peeking here and there, and I've taken out some of the low and the high frequency. Nothing too crazy there, just some basic EQing. And finally, I have done a binaural pan to the rear, so it's going to sort of sit in the background as it like floats from side to side. What I've then done, because this is going to go into the main part where the original vocal comes back in, I've done like an original layer here, just a bit quieter, and then I've layered that with a heavily reverbed sample of the vocal from earlier on in the track to sort of run over that drop. I've taken off the modulating filter and some of the other bits, so this is just really heavily reverbed and delayed, so that when we cross over back into the main part, the vocal we'll go back to sort of standard, have this nice big shout over it, and then hit the drop. Should we listen to it in the track? See how it's sat, like right in the back, floating around. Sounds pretty good to me. Right, there we have it. So I quite like that. I think it sounds pretty nice. There's like a floaty vocal that's in the background. So if you want any advice or any help on how to do this, or you think I could have done it any better, just let me know.